Oh, hey everyone. I was just about to do a little bit of LARPing around in the backyard. Don't tell the wife. And I got the opportunity to play with an extremely versatile plate carrier. So today I'll be bringing you a review of the Grey Ghost Gear SMC Laminate Plate Carrier. You can also use the discount code TLDCO that I'll link down below also, so you can save yourself a few bucks on Grey Ghost Gear if you're interested in purchasing this carrier. But so like we always do, let's look at the front, the back, the cummerbund, the shoulders, and then put the plate carrier through a series of tests, and let's see how it does. All right, let's get started. All right, so let's go ahead and start on the corner of this plate carrier. Is this pocket open over here? Yeah, it is. Okay, so that's so you can slide in that little Velcro part when you go to adjust the shoulder. So that's pretty neat. They give you room to adjust that. And look at the front here. They have both the loop and the molle. So where does the molle start? Okay, so the molle's in this center section if you're wondering how it's kind of set up, but then, yeah, not on the other panel. So it's just right here on the middle there. Then it has the loop all the way. But yeah, nope, not on the top here. And then it has the laser cut molle down through the center. That's really nice. And then here on the bottom again, we have the hook. And okay, so all of this is molle. So some of these aren't sewn down, so they're all molle sections. So you can use either molle or the hook and loop. That's really pretty awesome. All right, yeah, I'm a big fan of that because then you can use placards or any sort of molle panel. That's awesome. And then look up here. This is where you can actually put in your hooks if you want to hook in a placard. So they thought of a whole bunch of stuff here. That's pretty awesome. So there's a ton of expandability here. All right. And then what's here on the side? Okay, and then we have our tubes that are already integrated in. So we have that QD that's already built into the actual plate carrier. Wow, this is a feature-rich front plate carrier. Let's check the back. Okay, on the back here, there's, okay, so look like some really nice pads here. They're kind of stiff though. Now this is a nice elastic material that actually expands when you put the plate in. It has a mesh in the middle. All right, let's open this up. So big compartment to connect in our plates, and then the Velcro's on the inside. So that would mean you could connect in larger plates, because then when you connect them, you would actually have the extra room for the plate. See here? Now that we've seen all the features that are on the front of the plate carrier, let's take a look at the back. All right, let's see if it's as crazy as the front. Oh, it's got that cool little Velcro strap I love to tuck away this pull handle away so it's not all the time just bouncing around. That's pretty awesome. It looks like the whole backing is laser cut molle. I love seeing that. It adds so many options. And then of course we have the zipper here. That's awesome. I can tell you this is a normal cry configuration, so you can fit in any issued panels. This is going to be awesome for expansion. And looks like this is where we adjust the cummerbund. Okay, so yeah, we undo these malice clips. We'll go through that in our tests and try that out. And on the back here, okay, looks like the same thing as the front. We got that nice padding. I wish it was a little softer. We'll see how that goes. And then we have that really nice mesh in the middle. Let's see how this fits too. See if it connects the same way. Yep, same thing. So it connects on the inside, so then that'll allow you to fit in some of those longer plates like we mentioned on the front panel. Now, let me show you these cool cummerbunds. All right, so take a look at this. It has the tubes built in so you can QD, and then what's this? This is like a mesh pouch. Oh no, okay, so it's got molle on both sides, and look at this. This actually fits a 6x6 side plate, so you can just put those in, and then what is this molle? Does this have a spacing in between? It does. Take a look at this. So you can feed all of your molle connections straight through these gaps here, and it's on the front, and I bet it's on the rear. It is. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, so that's going to make connecting things so much easier. So let's use this tubes connection, see how easy it is. Okay, just slide these pieces. Wow, oh, okay, that was easy. What about taking it apart? So we'll pull down. Ah, okay, well that's easy. Okay, let's just put this back together again, slide these pieces in, and then just, oh, that's awesome. I love that. All right, and looking at the back, as we showed, here's how the cummerbund adjusts with these malice clips. Looks like we can feed these in and under if we need to. Like if we need more expansion, we can put them underneath on the sides of the plate carrier, like route it underneath there. And then we can adjust it so it has more room all the way around. So I'm betting if we put it underneath this area, we could probably use the full area of the cummerbund so we can actually get it pretty tight. Ooh, now the make or break area of most plate carriers. Let's take a look at the shoulders. All right, so look at this. It's got some nice padding on the shoulders already. Wow, okay, it's got that QD on the shoulder pad too. Oh, wow, that's awesome. Those tubes make it so easy to just take it on and off. I haven't really dealt with those before, so I'm really impressed. And then we got padding on the shoulder pad already. Like, there's no extra pieces you need here, which is great. And then this is the Velcro that we use to adjust. Okay, so that's easy enough. We'll see how that goes when we go to adjust it in that test. And then on this side here, it looks like we have a different setup. Looks like a little, just a buckle connection, but it has the same Velcro and the same padding underneath. All right, well, it looks pretty simple. And then we have the other adjustment here, like we showed at the beginning, where we can adjust the length and size here. I think we can actually disconnect both of these and then put in another one of those tube connectors. So let's do that real quick. And then we have 2 QDs on there. How cool is that? Then we can just easily just take this off. Yeah, I'm a big fan of these tubes. I'm gonna need this on all my carriers now. So I really do like those shoulder QDs. I'm a little concerned it could mess us up when I go to test the cheek weld, but we'll see when we get there. Let's start our test though with the color test, showing you the different colors this plate carrier is available in. The Grey Ghost Gear Laminate SMC is available in black, coyote brown, and multicam. I love the multicam. Next, let's take a look at the plate installation test. For this test, we're going to be using some level 4 LA Police Gear plates. They're a little bit thicker, so that's good to test the new style of plates that you may see, like from RMA or some other companies. All right, so here we are. Let's go ahead and put in our LA Police Gear level 4 plate. So we're just going to open up the panel like we showed earlier, and then we'll see if we can just go ahead and put this plate right in here. It just should slide right in, and okay, definitely a tight fit. I'm having to put a good bit of strength behind this to get it to fit, and it doesn't seem like it wants to go the more I shove it. Yeah, I got about 1/4 inch. It just won't go any further. It doesn't want to go in the rest of the way. I think there's an issue where the sides just don't expand enough. These plates are just too big and too thick on the sides. So you see there's a little bit of extra room. It doesn't quite fit. So just info you, those 1 inch thick or a little bit thicker plates are going to have some issues in this carrier. Let's try out our Hesco 4401s though. They're a little bit more standard size, so we probably won't have this problem, but they're also a lot heavier. Let's give it a whirl. All right, let's put these bricks inside here. Oh yeah, that just slides in easy. Just push in there, tighten it up, and it goes all the way up to the top. Then it fits much more nicely. You can tell it was designed for this style of swimmer cut. Then we can just peel over our flap, put it down, tighten in our plate into position, and then it fits just perfectly. Yep, absolutely no issue there. All right, let's try on the back now. We'll try again that LA Police Gear plate. It's probably not going to work, but let's give it a whirl. And again, yeah, it's really tight here on the back. If you're looking at these 1 inch plates for this carrier, you're probably going to go for a thinner profile because it just doesn't want to fit over those corners there. And you got about a 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch that just kind of just doesn't want to go all the way in. It just doesn't fit quite right. Again, on the back, we used the Hesco 4401s because they're a bit of a thinner profile, and same with the front placard. We didn't have any issues in the back. So then putting these in here just like the front, fit just fine, tightened it all up, had no problem. The plates were good to go. Now let's take a look at the shoulder and the Cummerbund adjustment. To look at the shoulder adjustment, there's actually 2 places where you can adjust it, at the top and the bottom of the buckle or the quick release. All right, so let's adjust at the bottom point here. We got to take this Velcro. Okay, stop. Okay, it's connecting down with the, how do you get the Velcro out? Okay, the elastic's in the way, so I got to get the Velcro off, but the elastic doesn't move, so you got to, oh, this is a pain. Okay. All right, so there's plenty of adjustment once you get everything taken apart, and then you can fit it into a lot of different sizes. And I bet you could just connect it over it without even using it. No, we better do it the right way. We just got to kind of feed it in. Just don't push it down onto the Velcro. Good gravy. Okay, so that's a bit of a pain. Oh no, there's another one up here. Okay, so we're gonna take this out from here, and then we can just take it out from underneath. Nope, now it's pushed it back down again. Okay, now we gotta push this. Oh my goodness. Why doesn't this little piece move? All right, just pull this whole thing out of the way. Yeah, now you come here. Oh my goodness, get off of there. You are stuck. All right, this test. Ugh. Okay, so once you have it undone, there's plenty of adjustment. You can go to a lot of different places. You can make it larger if you needed to. You could make it much shorter, whatever you needed. I'm gonna reconnect this, and I'm gonna not use any of those elastics. And I'll just put it here, and then we'll just use this back one, and look at that. It's perfect. All right, so that was a bit more of a pain than I thought it would be. Let's try the Cummerbund adjustment. All right, so to adjust the rear cummerbund, just undo the malice clips. And when you do that, it unhooks from the cummerbund flap. And as you can see here, you can pull out all the excess that I had here, and you can see the different sections. So what I do is I take it kind of where I want to, feed in the extra into the actual plate carrier so it's kind of hidden and you don't see it. Then you can have it all lined up. And then you'll feed your malice clips back in to reconnect everything up. It's a bit tedious, but it's definitely not a difficult process. You just need to size it right and then go through the process. And then once you feed it all through everything, it's nice and tight and fits you very well. It's actually a pretty good design. I really do like how this works. Next, let's do the adjustability test, where we kind of see the range of adjustment and what kind of body types it actually fits. As you can see, it fits me nice and comfy. I like the way it sits on me, where the back plate actually sits a little bit higher. I like that. I find it to be extremely comfortable, if not one of the most comfortable plate carriers I've had. There's also plenty of adjustment range in the shoulder pads, and the Cummerbund actually fit a woman's size frame too. So there's plenty of adjustment range here, both for big and small frames. Next, let's do the plate carrier expandability test. Okay, so for this we have the hook and loop, we have the molle, and we have a spot for the placards. So we could use a standard just magazine holder if we wanted to, use this Grey Ghost magazine holder and just connect it with malice clips. Or we could use like an S-Tac mag carrier and just connect that with malice clips. And that would be an absolutely fantastic option. Or we can use these clips. Watch what these can do. So we can hook these into the top of the plate carrier, just hook them in here. And then I think you hook them in the bottom here. Okay, yeah, slide this in. And then just hook this bottom piece over. Just get over there. There we go. And then I'll spare you connecting the other one. And then there we go. Now we can hook up a front plate placard here with our Spiritus MK4. Just connect the two buckles and then connect down the front flap. And look at that. Now we have a whole front plate placard on here. Wow, yeah, lots of options on this one. Now let's take a look at the back. We have the full molle panel, and we also have the zippers. So because it doesn't use some obnoxious proprietary zipper style, we can use all kinds of different back panel expansion options. So what's cool is they have this back panel that you could use for different missions. So you could like put a pouch on it or whatever random pouches you may want and just have it all set up to go, and then just remove the entire back panel and then put it back on if you need it. So you just zipper it on and you're all good to go. And just like that. Oh, also it connects via these molle tabs too if you want to have it a little bit tighter than just the zipper. But then you have a pouch that's just ready to go. You can like pre-position it, preload it, and have it all good to go. And then just have it on a back panel just ready for a mission, so whatever you may need. And if you don't need it, just disconnect it and just toss it somewhere else, and then save that for whenever you need it for that style mission. The zipper system can also integrate into the 3-to-1 assault pack to connect it into the SMC, or you can connect into any other standard issued rear bags. All right, so let's take a look at this 1-to-3 assault pack. Okay, so it's got the zipper so we can connect it that way, but it's also got normal like backpack straps. You could wear it like a regular pack. Oh, okay, and you can tuck the straps into this flap here. What about the side? Oh, okay, yeah, it's got a cool little area you could put the side straps in. All right, what about expandability? I don't like the other ones that hold just like a kid's Lunchable. How big does this thing get? Wow, okay. Oh my goodness, check this out. Okay, I've gotten distracted geeking out over this 3-to-1 assault pack. Let's get back to the plate carrier, but I promise you a review of this bag soon. So you could put all the straps away so that it's just clean on the back so it doesn't get hung up on anything. Then we can just zipper it all on the back. Then we have an actually usable 1-to-3 day assault pack. Next, we'll take a look at the donning and doffing tests. Due to the integrated tubes on the Cummerbund, I found the donning and doffing to be extremely easy. It was very easy to just put it on and then you just clip in the tubes. And if there was any sort of emergency, you could easily just clip them down and just take the whole plate carrier off, either by the side Cummerbunds or by the shoulder clips. Super good design. Next, let's do a rifle cheek weld test. So I didn't find any issues with my cheek weld. I found that I could actually pocket the rifle in a great place right into the shoulder that fits right into where I like to seat the rifle for my cheek weld. This could vary for you, but I do want to say that I was a little bit concerned that these QDs were actually going to get in the way, but they're so high up your shoulder that they're really not going to make a difference. And if they do, you can always switch down to that bracket instead of using this QD. All right, let's move on to our last test, which is the prone comfort test. We'll do this with and without the front plate placard. All right, so during the prone comfort test, it wasn't the most comfortable. That padding that makes it super comfortable when you're in normal positions starts to kind of jab into you when you lay in the prone position. I think it's because the surface area of the plate carrier isn't dispersing all of the weight of the body. It's just on those few pads, and they're not the most forgiving, so it just puts all that pressure against your body, and it's just not the most comfortable thing ever. So let's move on to pros, cons, and do I recommend it? So for the first big pro, I'm gonna say the ease of donning and doffing. Some people make fun of the fact that these plate carriers have like the quick release and they don't realize how important that is. It's often overlooked as a joke that you want a plate carrier that can be quickly removed, but if you're stuck in a vehicle that's filling with water, you need to ditch your plate carrier as quickly as possible. Plus, it makes it easy to train and goof around in your basement. The next big pro is the design. It has both the laser cut molle and the hook and loop. They actually thought and planned ahead for whatever you may want to connect. Plus the Cummerbund even has smart molle segments. The final huge pro is the expansion. Since it uses common connection points, it makes it perfect for any mission set. If you have a particular back panel you need, just swap it out. If you want a longer patrol pack, just zip it on. You want a front plate placard? Easy, just attach it. You want to have a slicker mag carrier? Easy, just connect it up. This literally does it all. Next on to the cons. As much as I love it, it has a few. The first one is that shoulder adjustment. The Velcro is sewn in place, so it's more than a bit of a battle to get it set right. Thankfully, you just set it one time and then you forget it. The other con is the chest and the back pads. I don't know if my chesticles are just getting in the way or taking a brunt of the impact, but the pads aren't very soft or forgiving. So it means the majority of the weight is just pressing against a thin strip of my chest. It's not the most comfortable. So then, do I recommend it? I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with the Grey Ghost SMC, but I do still recommend it. The expandability and versatility helps me overlook the carrier constantly just jabbing me in my manliness. Big thanks to Grey Ghost Gear for sending us this SMC plate carrier for us to review for you. Oh, and as one last reminder, you can use our discount code TLDCO if you're interested in purchasing this plate carrier. Jason's actually going to be doing a review of the Grey Ghost Gear Battle Belt, so keep an eye out for that in the future. Alright everyone, thanks so much to our Patreon supporters. You're the ones that make these reviews possible. And thanks to everybody that likes, comments, and subscribes. Comment down below what you think about this Grey Ghost SMC plate carrier. Alright everybody, full shout. Nothing says manly like a purple flashlight.